Hello everyone, welcome to this 35th video on Excel. In this video, we'll explore how we can create a scatter plot. Now, a scatter plot is very useful when you want to understand the relationship between two variables. And here you can see on my screen, we have a scatter plot where marketing spend is on the x-axis and profit is on the y-axis. We'll discuss this in detail, but let's recreate this. I'll delete this and we'll recreate it using the data which we have. So we have the monthly spend, marketing spend, and profit data for an organization. So we'll select these two and then we'll click on insert and then we'll select this. Okay, so when we do that, we get a chart like this. So let's do some modification first, and then we will understand what exactly this chart indicates. So let me change the title to marketing spend versus profit. Now you get this option when you double click on this chart, this formatting options open, and here you have a lot of options. So let's select this, make it bold, and we can even change the color to something else. Let's do that. Okay. Now we have made these changes here in the title. We can even make it large. So let's make it a bit large. Okay, we can fill, we can add an outline, etc. as well. Legend, I have just deliberately switched it off because it's just one data point, so we don't need that. But yeah, let's look at the other options available. So horizontal axis again, minimum, maximum, these we don't have to make too many changes here. But yeah, based on your data set, you may have to make these adjustments. But the important thing which I want to do here is that I want to add an axis title. Now this is on the horizontal axis. So here we have the marketing spend. So I'll just mention marketing spend. And this also I can make it bold and then I can increase the font size. I can do all these stuff here as well. Then in the vertical axis, I have this. Again, the similar kind of option, minimum, maximum units we can define. We can major type and minor type we can enable. And then label position also we can change. All these options are there. But again, here also I'll just put the title, which is profit, and I'll make it bold and I'll just make it 12. Okay. So now these x-axis and y-axis title are now present. So it's clear what is there on the x-axis and what is on the y-axis. Okay. Now if you look at this series, now this, because this particular column is on the right side, actually it's identifying these dot points as profits only. But yeah, we can change the marker options as well. We can increase the size of these markers. Okay, we can change it from circle to diamond to X to star. Not many options are there. Okay, so we can make these changes, but generally this circle is better. So we'll stick with that and we'll keep the size like this. Okay. Now you can change this to something else as well. Let's just change the color. And also you can change the outline. So you can change the outline to any color of your choice. Okay. So now this chart, you can do a few other modification as well based on the requirement. But yeah, if we enable data labels here, it will show all the data points and it's actually showing these profit points as well only here, right? But yeah, if you want, you can show the series name. So it will just give me profit everywhere. And by separator, actually, you can put the category name. Now here, if you see, when I enable this category name, whatever is there on the x-axis, it's showing that value as well. Okay, so first you have the x-axis value and then you have the y-axis value. So all these points are now properly labeled and separated by comma. you can separate it by anything else as well based on the requirement. Okay. So if I do new line, it will be like this. Okay. So let me just remove this for now and disable this data labels. The interesting thing is that you can see that there is a increasing trend here. But if you enable this trend line, you can actually get a indicative trend line here as well, which is sloping upwards actually, which is kind of going upwards. So this trend line clearly indicates there is a upward trend. And if you want to look at the equation and values, so this is actually a linear regression line. If you want to see the equation and values, here it is available. You see, this equation and values are available here. And here I can format this as well. Okay, I can make it large if it is very important. Actually, I want to focus more on this. I want to highlight that this is how the intercept and the slope looks like. Then I can make it large, and we can, looking at this equation, we can say that there is a upward trend, and this is actually the slope, which is positive, which is indicating that there is a positive trend here. So as we are increasing the marketing spend, there is an increase in profit. That is what we can understand from here. Now, this also you can modify it a bit. You can fill it with some color. You can actually create a border here. So this you can do to make it very, or to actually highlight this particular equation in this particular chart. Okay, and then other formatting options also actually you can change the color or size, etc. of these ticks as well. All those options are available here. You can explore and make your scatter plot useful. Okay, and in title, subtitle as well, actually you can even add whatever you have observed from this chart. Okay, so here we can also mention like this, that positive trend is observed. So we can put that as well in the title itself, so that it clearly shows the insight out of this chart as well. Okay, so I hope you liked this video, you found it useful. Do subscribe my channel and share it amongst your friends. See you in the next video. Thank you.